Well, hello everyone! Welcome back to Dual Destinies. Previously, we began Phase 2 of Court in this third case of the game, and we got Hugh O'Connor in the stand. Tried and true, we pressed him a bit, we caught him in half-truths and lies, and now he seems to be breaking. Or at least trying to break his bow? Because he's about to reveal his biggest secret. Let's go ahead and see what he has to say, huh? Something tells me we're gonna be pointed at someone else next. It's probably gonna be Aristotle Means. I hope it isn't, because I like to be surprised. Listen, and you will hear the secret behind my perfect crime. Perfect crime? Wait, this is some serious deja vu. Didn't we just go through something like this yesterday? Yes, we did. This had better not be another one of his enraging traps. The murder, the moving of the body, the cover-up, it all sprung from my brilliant mind. Oh. I don't believe that for a second, but the fact that he's trying to go this angle means that someone has some serious dirt on him. Holy crap. Well, go ahead, arrest me. The real killer is right before you. Order, I say. Mr. O'Connor. You already confessed yesterday, then earlier today recanted your confession. As if you mouth breathers could comprehend my genius, the end justifies the means. Now bow down and kneel before my great and maddening intellect.
Objection!
Enough. The only thing maddening is the ignominy you bear for all to see. For it is impossible for you to have been the perpetrator behind this crime. Oh. There was no perfect crime, only a perfect alibi, for you were at the mock trial. And it is silly that I must remind you of this, but you were a participant the entire time. There shall be no mercy if you persist in hindering this trial with your silly little act. Hugh doesn't seem the least bit shaken by Blackwill's threat. Listen, Mr. Prosecutor. Calling that a perfect alibi is beyond contempt. Your Honor, I'd like to take this opportunity to offer further testimony. I will now demonstrate the very moment of genius that transcended even perfection. Oh, this is gonna be good. What the hell? Is he gonna claim he had like a body double? God! Well, I guess he used a body double. Oh, God damn it. Oh, it's just kind of scary how in tune with this franchise I am, man. Alright. You won't believe this, but I used a body double. You're right, I don't. That wasn't the real me at the mock trial. That means I didn't almost lose. My body double almost did. I slipped out stealthily while my double took care of the trial. I had the run of the campus. In short, I'm the killer. Juniper's innocent. Well, who is it? Who's the body double? I have a question I was hoping that defense and prosecution might help answer. Is it just me, or does the witness's testimony make no sense at all? No, it's not just you, Your Honor. All I got from listening to that was a headache. Yeah, I was just playing weird, especially the whole thing about a body double. Well, I'm relieved it's not just me. And the prosecution? Your baldness. Summon an ambulance this instant. The witness is a stark raving mad. Yes, I think that would be for the best. Now then, let's pretend that never happened and move on to my verdict. You people don't believe me? It's not a matter of not believing you. It's more along the lines of questioning your sanity. Yeah, the funny farm just called. They want their genius back. Burn. And shut your pie holes. The intellect of a genius transcends even logic. Besides, don't you guys have that weird device for testimony like this?
Objection!
Widget's not a weird device, and I don't waste him on ridiculous testimonies. Easy there, Tiger. Think of it this way. We don't want a verdict to be passed just yet. So how about we give Widget a try? Well, this is against my better judgment, but I'd like to conduct a short therapy session. Your better judgment? I'm a judge, and it's far beyond mine, yet I find it hard to say no. Prosecutor Blackquill, I trust you have no objections. Prosecutor Blackquill? Huh? The prosecutor said, "Rubbish, we will be out on a stroll," then left with Detective Fulbright. How does he get away with stuff like that? Huh. Then I'll interpret that as a meaning he has no explicit objections. All right, Ms. Cykes, you may proceed with your therapy session. I've seen my share of crazy trials, but this one takes the cake. Oh, brother. Happiness and balance? Huh. Oh my god, it's the spy. Huh. You won't believe this, but I used a body double. I feel like he's feeling this jubilation because he thinks he's come up with a good strategy. Huh. That wasn't the real me at the mock trial. That means I didn't almost lose. My body double did. I slipped out stealthily while my double took care of the trial. I had the run of the campus. In short, I'm the killer. Juniper's innocent. Look, I can buy you being happy about Juniper being innocent, but being happy about being the killer is a bit off to me, so let's probe this. Oh. Yeah, I need to find out what's causing happiness. That's right. I think he's most happy about Juniper being absolved. He's clearly throwing himself into the line of fire for her sake. This is what the happiness is about.
Got it!
Mr. O'Connor, yesterday you said that you didn't really care about Miss Woods anymore. I already told Juniper, so I might as well tell you I don't really care about her anymore. What? Why? Yeah, well, Juniper reported my secret to Professor Court. His secret? Oh, the bribe. She wanted nothing to do with me because I had disappointed her. That's why I don't care about her anymore. I was never trying to protect her. My confession was always about one thing and one thing only, the truth.
Objection!
Mr. O'Connor, you feel great happiness in the fact that you might help set Miss Woods free. So much so that it overshadowed all of your other emotions. What are you? I can hear it clearly now, Mr. O'Connor. The discord you've been trying to suppress. People don't normally feel like you do when you confessed. So Hugh really was trying to protect Juniper. Yes, I'm sure of it. Hugh's feelings for her are the real deal. Only 10%? Oh, okay. But that means his confession is... Finally figured out the obvious, have we? Who? Oh, he's back! Why, Prosecutor Blackquill, you're back. The confession was naught but lies, save for the part about being in the mock trial. Can we all agree now that the killer is the one in charge of the audio, i.e. the accused? Oh, why couldn't you have taken a longer stroll? No, you haven't unraveled the genius of my body double trick yet. You can't be serious. Do you really expect us to believe you had a body double? Yes, I do. But if you think I didn't, then prove it. Either we quit here and Juniper is found guilty, or we play along with Hughes's delusion. Let's go with the least worst choice, but first let me update his testimony. Alright. Now I need to find out the weird emotion that doesn't fit. That wasn't me at the mock trial. That means I didn't almost lose, my body double did. Whoa. Complete neutrality. I slipped out stealthily while my double took care of the trial. I had the run of the campus. In short, I'm the killer. Okay. Interesting. Juniper is innocent. Interesting that the sadness is the same here too, but if you premeditated murdered someone, why would you be sad about killing them? What's the unexpected emotion? Maybe we can dig in and say, you cared about Professor Court too, right? Mr. O'Connor, this emotion is inconsistent with your testimony. Okay, it's probably being sad about Juniper being innocent. Yeah. I take joy in my intellect, feel anger toward your superficiality, suffer sadness at the world's ephemerality, and wonder at the universe's mysteries. Oh, I should have brought my dictionary to court. Wait, let me try that one again. I also suffer sadness at the futility of your efforts, but if you must... Okay. Why would you feel sad about this if you did it all for Juniper? Got it! No? Okay. I mean, it is kind of odd that, well... Why is there a lack of happiness that you got to maintain your perfect record? The lack of happiness about not almost losing is a bit odd to me. I want to see what this is about. Got it! Oh. Huh. I didn't almost lose, you say. Very odd. You exhibited happiness the entire time, except during this statement. You don't know when to give up. Wait, now that I think about it. No, don't. Stop making stuff up. When I left the lecture hall, it was during Professor Means's pre-trial speech. That's when I moved the body. I then slipped back in just before the verdict. So you're saying you were there the moment your double was about to lose? Yes, I was. Naturally, I wasn't happy when I saw that. In any case, I was at the far end of the lecture hall behind the screen. I figured no one would see me if I came and went through the doors there.
Objection!
There's doors there? Cykes, Dono. How much longer will you indulge him in this charade? While it's true that none in the audience might see him go through either of those doors, the faculty seats on the balconies are a different story and have a splendid view. I thought you could do better than that. The lawyer's bench is on the right side and facing the front of the hall. I use the door on the right side near the lawyer's bench. That means my movements were only visible to someone on the left balcony seat. But that seat was empty at the time, which is only natural. Okay, so where was Professor Means at the time, No? Hold on, diagram. The left one is Professor Means. He's wrong. After all, it belonged to Professor Court, and as we all know, she was already dead by then. He's wrong. That can't be right. An empty balcony seat on the left side contradicts this piece of evidence. Yep.
Take that!
I've no idea where this contradiction is going, but I don't have any other moves at this point. Guess I'll just have to follow it and see where this takes me. You said the left balcony seat was empty, but was it really? I saw it with my own eyes. It was definitely empty. But what about this diagram? According to this, Professor Means was supposed to be seated in the left balcony seat. But if you left the lecture hall during his pre-trial speech, he would have been standing there at his seat addressing the students and faculty. Yeah, no, this can't be right. You do no one any favors by exposing the falsities of his confession. I've told plenty of lies so far, but this part is true, I tell you. There was nobody in the left balcony seat. You gotta believe me. Huh. It doesn't seem like he's lying this time. Okay, Mr. O'Connor. Let's have you testify again, but this time don't spare any details. You got it. I'll repeat it as many times as you'd like. I mean, my ingenious escape act warrants repeating, considering I'm the real killer. All I really care about is whether that seat was empty or not. Alright, the second floor was deserted. You were just saying that made sense to you because Professor Court was dead and couldn't be occupied, but now you're surprised by this fact. Well, I guess he's going off the new information that it was actually Means' seat, so I'll let this slide, maybe I'll come back to this. Why won't you believe me? It's true, I tell you. Yeah, the anger and surprise is very justified for this statement. I went out through the back door without anyone noticing. Being happy about that makes sense. Then all I had to do was go through the empty audio control room. Being very, very distressed at this is very odd. It leads into the hallway, so I was perfectly capable of moving the body. He's happy because this part makes a lot of sense to back up his story. This is definitely it. Why the hell were you sad about the audio room being empty?
Got it!
I detected powerful sadness and fear right when you said this part. It's as if you said something you shouldn't have. What's wrong with you? You shouldn't reveal a person's inner feelings for all to see. Mr. O'Connor, it's you who is revealing your inner emotions by the way you speak. Plus, I have a good idea about why you're feeling sad. You're a horrible person. Can you just leave me be? You said that you went through the empty audio control room, but that's not true, is it? There was someone who returned from there once Professor Means finished his speech. And that someone who was in the audio control room was... Juniper. She was the one in charge, after all.
Take that!
I know you realized there was a problem with your statement as you were saying it. That's why you felt so uneasy. If the audio control room really was empty, that would mean Miss Woods was roaming around the campus. Arg. Mr. O'Connor, if you really want to protect Miss Woods, just tell the truth. If you believe in her, revealing the truth is the same as protecting her. Juniper's innocent. That's the truth. But in this dark age of the law, the truth can be easily twisted to serve anyone's needs. When the end justifies the means, your only choice is to fight back with lies. You know, I think this habit of his of clutching his throat, I think he's more like handling the friendship necklace. I think that's what's going on here. Hughes's heart won't hold out under this battle between truth and lies. Is there something I can do to make him recant his false testimony? I fear nothing now that I have lost everything. Go ahead, Prosecutor Blackquill. Cut me down if you wish.
I thought you'd never ask. With you gone, we may swiftly proceed to a verdict.
The cuffs have released. Oh, he broke out of his shackles again. They really gotta make it stronger. I don't want to be the poor accountant down at the detention center.
Hugh O'Connor, in deference to your valor, I will limit your suffering with one clean blow.
Hold it!
Could you wait just one moment before you cut him down?
Silence! Do not come between a samurai and...
His prey? What was that?
A samurai and his foe, Sykes Stono.
Eek! I never learned about this in law school. Careful, prosecutor. Remember that shocking experience you had last time.
Very well, Golden Boy may live for now.
Enough already, Mr. O'Connor. Miss Woods would never want you to protect her this way. She values the friendship between the three of you more than anything. That's where you're wrong. She doesn't feel anything for me now. But what does it matter anymore? I might as well tell you everything. This is, no doubt, news to you, but I am not and never was a genius. Sorry, but I already knew. Ow. Me too, ow. And don't forget me, though, in all fairness, it was pretty obvious. Ow. I thought he was a genius at first, but the stuff he said was crazy. No need to rub it in, just shut up and listen. It all started several days ago. I accidentally learned that my parents have been paying good money for my grades. Oh, he didn't know. But that's bribery. So the bribery wasn't Hughes's idea. All of my perfect scores were the product of cold hard cash, not genius. Even worse, when I confronted my parents about it over the phone, Juniper overheard me. Oh my, what a terrible misunderstanding. I've been living a lie. I don't know what else there is to say. I'm no genius. I'm completely worthless. A perfect 0. You. Even so, I still wanted to make it up to Juniper for disappointing her like that. That's why I wanted to clear her name by pinning the blame on me. I mean, she probably hates me now, so it'd be a relief for her to see me locked away. If you were trying to help her, then why did you testify against her? You were the ones who told me to tell the truth yesterday, so I thought if I did, it would help her. He wasn't trying to provoke us? Looks like we seriously misunderstood him in more ways than one. At the detention center yesterday, Jeannie was in tears when she opened up to me. But the truth is, the friendship between the three of them is still rock solid. But there was something that could help me prove that to Hugh. We even have proof of our friendship. Yeah! As long as our friendship lasts, you can bet we'll be carrying them around. I know. What about that proof of friendship they mentioned? Huh. I wonder where or what it is. I didn't buy it. It's handmade, and there's only one like it in the world. Maybe it's... No, that's definitely it. That band around his neck. Mr. O'Connor, that band around your neck, that's your proof of friendship, isn't it?
Proof of friendship? Is that anything like a proof of purchase barcode?
In court, evidence says everything. That's why the three friends created friendship bands. It's the evidence that proves their friendship.
Oh, how very interesting and chic.
If they have doubts about their friendship, they can look to the proof they have on hand. That's why Mr. O'Connor's hand always goes to his neck when he is pressured. It proves he still has feelings of friendship towards the other two. It doesn't matter if I wear it. If those two... But they feel the same way too. I know they wear their friendship bands somewhere. Junie and Robin must both feel the same as Hugh. I just know it. Everything Hugh has said leads me to believe that. In fact, he may have also just told me that the others were their proof of friendship. Were they easy to touch? Were they hard to spot? I remember Juniper had like a talisman, but... I want to go with where they're easy to touch. All we have to do is think back to their testimonies. Ready? Miss Newman holds her arm when pressured. And Miss Woods holds her wrist. I know Miss Woods very well. She would never abandon her friendship with you over something like this. And taking the blame for her will only succeed in making her terribly sad. Ah!
Robin, those bands of friendship that you made, just for the three of us. You may have forgotten about them, but not me.
Hey, Hugh!
And to think, I should have known better than to doubt my best friends.
Well, that was very nice. I didn't kill anyone, and I didn't have a body double. I didn't move the body, I didn't even see it, and it may look like I'm speed reading Zen and the Art of Mastering the Bar exam, but I haven't read a single word.
Well, you could have fooled me. In fact, you did.
Hugh. So, Miss Cykes, can I place my trust in you? I'm going to save Junie, so yes, you can place your trust in me.
Then am I to understand that the witness is recanting his confession?
Yes.
A most roundabout trial. I much prefer the turnabout variety myself. Now we are back to the fact that there was but one suspect who lacked an alibi. Which is, in the end, the truth you've been seeking this entire time.
So we're back to square one. Now I'm exhausted and depressed. It probably doesn't matter at this point, but I might as well update the mood matrix. Huh? Does this mean...
Further resistance is futile. The time for a verdict is nigh.
Objection!
Please, wait.
What sort of devilry are you up to now?
What if our client wasn't the only one without an alibi? The trial would continue, right? Here we go.
Well, yes, I suppose it would. But after such a thorough investigation, does such a person really exist?
Yes, we have found someone. It may have seemed like a major roundabout, but Mr. O'Connor's testimony has cracked this case. There's no more noise. Hugh is telling the truth now. During the mock trial, the balcony seat opposite him really was empty, which now means there is one person unaccounted for. Besides Junie, the only other person without an alibi during the mock trial is...
him.
Take that!
The balcony seat was empty. That much is true, isn't it, Mr. O'Connor? That's right. How many more times do I have to say it? So basically, Professor Means wasn't where he was supposed to be during the mock trial.
Silence! Need I remind you, every last soul in the lecture hall heard him deliver his speech.
Objection!
I know, and that's not a dispute here. Now let me explain how a speech could be given from an empty seat. It was... shenanigans with the audio room, huh? Given from hiding, given later, pre-recorded. Well, given later is just nonsense. Given from hiding... Well, if he was off murdering Professor Court and hiding the body, the physical exertion he'd make, the noises, it would be very odd. So I think pre-recorded is the only one that makes sense here. Also, there's not really any precedent for being able to transmit your voice through the audio room and into the lecture hall with some microphone you pinned to your lapel or something. No, I think it was pre-recorded. What if the speech was pre-recorded? That's the only way the speech could have been delivered from an empty balcony seat. Wait, are you accusing Professor Means? That's insane. I mean, he is the one who gave me the tape recorder. Take this to the police, he said, and tell them you found it. What? Really? Wait a second. Mr. O'Connor, did you just say that Professor Means gave that phony recording to you? Oh, whoa. Yeah, we gave him that recording. Right? And he handed it off to him, to O'Connor?
Phony. The defense will refrain from hurling unsubstantiated allegations.
Well, I said he gave it to me, but what do you mean it's phony? Wow, who could have seen this development? The voice shouting, "You're a goner," as recorded on this tape, was dubbed onto it using a line our client said in the mock trial video.
Why, this is an extremely crucial piece of evidence.
Professor Means gave Hugh the phony tape. If that's really true, then Professor Means has guilt written all over him. Your Honor, the defense moves to call Professor Aristotle Means to the stand.
Silence!
The seat was never empty. 'Twas but an oversight by our dullard of a witness. An inmate who was formerly a surgeon once told me something. He said it's often all too easy to overlook critical symptoms.
Objection!
Well, we're not going to overlook this oversight. If the speech was pre-recorded, the basis for suspecting our client would be shattered. Let's check with Professor Means and see whether the empty seat was a witness oversight. A verdict without first looking into that would be inconceivable.
That's enough, both of you. Now, here's my opinion on the matter. While a surgeon overlooking critical symptoms is a problem, a witness's oversight too must not be overlooked. Thus, as to the matter of whether Professor Means was or was not in his faculty seat, I believe we must ask the professor himself.
I agree. Professor Means should be here in the gallery today. Do as you please. So it's finally come to this.
Will you please state your name and occupation for the record?
Certainly. I am Aristotle Means. I teach the lawyer course at Athena Legal Academy, and let me add that while I welcome any opportunity to assist with a trial, I don't care for this undue suspicion.
Don't worry, Professor. We're just interested in the mock trial video right now. We just need to take another look at that speech you gave. Can we count on your cooperation in this?
Very well, if that's all you're interested in. Please proceed, Miss Cykes.
We need to find some sort of evidence that shows this speech was pre-recorded.
All right, I believe we're ready. Let's roll the video.
Good afternoon. I would like to start by thanking you for coming here today. The mock trial, the crown jewel event of the school festival, will begin shortly. When I was a student, I too could hardly wait for this day to come.
Oh no, I'd forgotten how long and boring his speech was.
Zzz. Wake me up when this is over.
Hey, no fair.
The experiences of our youth have a powerful and profound effect on our adult. You there, wake up, pay attention.
Oh.
Okay, yeah, that's pretty bad. He's like reacting. Huh? Oh! I'm awake, Isn't that right, Your Honor?
Well, I'm awake too. Why awake? See?
He's snoozing.
Once again, our pure white Lady Justice will be watching over all of you today. Pay attention and you may make a difference one day. Now let the mock trial begin. That is about it. One of my better speeches, if I do say so myself. I even saw some of our students with tears in their eyes.
He's obviously not familiar with the phrase bored to tears. Listen, Cykes Dono. If you have subjected me to this epic study in tedium without purpose, Taka will feast on your tongue after I've cut it out. Eek! But you were asleep the whole time.
Well, Miss Cykes, did you notice anything strange about that speech?
Could I please hear that last part again?
Once again, our pure white Lady Justice will be watching over all of you today.
Oh. Hello. 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 All right.
Hold it!
There. I finally found out what we needed. Professor Means, I have only one question about your speech. Why does that last part we just heard contradict with this? That's golden. That's not white.
Take that!
The professor said the pure white Lady Justice would be watching over them. But the Lady Justice in the video isn't even close to being white. It's as gold can be.
I'm not sure I can wrap my jaw around that to test its authenticity.
Huh? I didn't say it was made of gold, Your Honor. Oh, right, biting gold. Now, it's true that this statue is pure white, but it broke before the mock trial began. The one you see here is its replacement.
Oh, well, that's a shame on every count.
Ironically, this golden statue sticks out like a sore thumb compared to the white one. Meaning the professor wouldn't have made a mistake in its color if he'd been present.
It seems that I have caused some confusion, but it was merely an oversight on my part.
Objection!
The statue was in the middle of the room. How could you not know what it looked like?
Well, I was in a balcony seat. Furthermore, the statue had previously been white. I'm afraid this isn't sufficient evidence of the speech being pre-recorded.
We had our answer long ago. The accused was the only one to leave the lecture hall. No, wait. There's got to be something that can prove that the speech was pre-recorded. According to the mock trial video, the speech started here and ended here. It was a little over 10 minutes, but I doubt anyone wants to be tortured again. It was only a little over 10 minutes. It felt like it went on forever. How'd you figure out how long it was? Easy. There's a timestamp on the top right. All you have to do is subtract the time the speech started from the time it ended. The speech goes from the 10-minute mark to 20:35. Wait a second. I could swear I've seen this same interval of time listed among the evidence. Oh. Hold on. 10:35. 10 minutes 35 seconds. Where did I see a sequence of numbers like that? Wait. The tape has about 10 minutes 35 seconds of noise requiring further testing. Oh shit! Alright.
Take that!
I would like the court to take a look at this.
And this is?
The voice print analysis that proves the voice on the tape recorder belongs to our client.
Yes, but didn't we just establish that the voice on the tape recorder was a fabrication?
We did, but what I'd like to focus on is the noise that is also there.
Noise.
Yes, the defense believes it resulted when the tape's previous recording was erased.
Heh. And what do you hope to prove by that?
The length of the noise is what's important. It's 10 minutes and 35 seconds in all. And what did the timestamp read at the moment Professor Means began his speech?
That would be exactly 10 minutes.
Now let's fast forward this long-winded exercise in boredom to the end. Okay, stop. The video timestamp now reads 20:35. Based on this, we know the time it took for the speech alone.
Right, subtract 10 minutes and you get 10:35. 10 minutes and 35 seconds.
Right, 10 minutes and 35 seconds, the same as the noise on the tape recording. I assume you all understand what this means. Professor Means' pre-recorded speech had been where the noise is now.
Silence!
You seem rather confident considering this is a mere happenstance match of numbers.
Objection!
But is it really just numbers?
The lab is continuing their study of the tape. So far, they found signs of overdubbing. But it's going to take a bit longer to recover the audio that was erased.
The police are analyzing the noise as we speak. It won't be long until we know what was originally there. Now I'm sure of it. The professor was trying to create an alibi with the recording. By pinning the crime on Junie. Yeah, but couldn't all the dozens of students in the seats look with their eyes and notice that Means was not there either? Just ask the student body. What's up with that, right? Well, he's not gonna get away with it. Not on my watch.
Miss Cykes, I believe you are well aware of my methodology. Even if Juniper were the perpetrator, I would vigorously defend her as per my word. And to that purpose I offer to be her lawyer. Alas, look what's happened.
All I've stated are obvious deductions derived from evidence and testimony.
Truth be told, I had no intention of testifying. I had been keeping quiet for Juniper's sake. But now that you cast this blame upon me, I have no choice but to reveal the truth.
Ugh. Uh-oh, this doesn't sound good.
I will now reveal the truth behind why I had to pre-record my speech before the mock trial. I, Professor Means, always say what I mean and mean what I say by all means. Oh, brother. The defendant came to me with what she said was very important and by necessity secret. She asked me to pre-record my speech and come to the audio room during the mock trial. Juniper confessed to the murder and asked that I get her declared innocent in court. She also said I'd become an accomplice after losing my alibi due to the pre-recording. But when I said I would protect Juniper, I meant it because it's the humane thing to do.
Wow.
Oh my, so you're saying the defendant threatened you?
This has to be a lie. I mean, everything about it lines up too perfectly to be true.
On this most consequential of occasions, let me be completely frank with you. Juniper has truly taken to heart my teaching that states the end justifies the means.
I don't believe you.
When she asked me to defend her, she said I must also prove her two friends innocent.
Her two friends? The witnesses?
Correct. Hugh O'Connor and Robin Newman. I was to ensure all three walked free. All three were to achieve their dream. That was the result Juniper was seeking. And she was even willing to threaten me, her own professor, to that end.
You, no doubt, had high praise for her ruthless tactics.
Yes, well, that is why I vowed to vigorously defend her despite her threatening me. There was a time when lawyers merely sought the truth if they wished for victory in court. But alas, those days are over. Now in the defense of justice, order, and all that is good, the end justifies the means.
I am so sick of hearing that phrase.
Though it truly grieves me so, I must tell you this. Forsake the truth if it's victory you seek. Steel yourself for this new courtroom reality.
That does it. He's gonna regret dragging those dismal, depressing ideas in here. Since he's already surrendered to the dark age of the law, it's up to me to fight it. Why so silent, Cykes Dono? Something the matter? This is a court of law. It's no place for long-winded talks about idealistic principles. That's why I'm going to let the evidence do the talking.
Let's not get carried away now, Miss Cykes. It will not do to have you attempting to discredit my doctrine. Do not force me to rectify this situation.
No, go ahead and rectify it. Only if I lose and you win, that is.
Oh, it's on. Oh.
Well, this is certainly a perfect place to end things. So it's like... Yeah, we all know this guy did it. Who else, man? It's like, man, Ace Attorney, I love your mysteries, but for the overwhelming majority of your mysteries, I know exactly where it's going to end up before it's even begun. Like, don't get me wrong, there certainly have been times where I've been blindsided by who the real culprit is. And those have absolutely been standout moments. I know you probably can't do that every time, but I wish it was most of the time, you know? Like, I get the early tutorial cases. It's fine that we know that the weird bomb disposal guy was the bomber all along. That's fine, it was a tutorial, but I don't know, I feel like the training wheels should come off a little bit. That said, I absolutely do want to sing the praises for this case because I think it is extremely clever and immaculately planned out. This is a case where everything really clicks for me, and it all makes sense and is very rational, except for that thing I brought up about the student body clearly having the opportunity to not see means in his stand, but whatever. Yeah, that aside, I think this case is marvelous, and I'm a big fan, and yeah, I will rank it highly. I am very favorable to this case. Overall, very fun characters. Great ideas. It's just very clever. Not to mention the setting being a law school. It's great. No complaints. In that regard, I mean. Well, anyway, I'm hungry. There's some leftover chicken party wings in the fridge calling my name. I hear their siren call. You know that thing where like cartoon characters get lifted up by scents and just float through the air towards the food, like the pie on the windowsill? That's gonna be me in a few seconds when I go to those chicken wings, so. I'm Zephyr the Jester. This has been more Dual Destinies. Thank you for watching, and hopefully I'll catch you next time. Don't think we're gonna finish this next time, but maybe two more videos left in this case. Oh, I'm excited. I'm excited to get to the present day, really, because we're still technically in a flashback territory. We still haven't seen what the hell Apollo's planning. Why did he leave? What's going on? Oh, we're so close. I can feel it in me bones. The chicken bones. Oh, I need some of them. Until next time, please take care.